What's up, my good people? So today we're going to talk about a very serious topic and a very sensitive topic. We're going to talk about rape. And not the rape that you hear about on TV where you think it's the boogeyman, it's somebody you don't know breaking into somebody's house and doing something crazy. No, I'm talking about somebody that has been your friend, maybe somebody you're dating, somebody you've known all your life who does little things like maybe they waited until you got drunk to try to force themselves on you, or maybe you agreed to one part of intimacy and they felt that they could just take it to that next level because, well, you let me do this, so I may as well do that. Oddly enough, more women and some men than you know have been victims of rape, date rape specifically. It's sad because so many more women, like I said, and men than you know, have been in these situations. And a lot of times people don't believe them. Why don't they believe them? Well, sometimes because they've had unclear sexual experiences themselves and they don't want to feel like they are the type of person that could also do that to somebody. Also, when it comes to women, and I honestly believe this, that chances are you're probably looking at, standing next to, sitting by, or across from a woman who's probably had an experience like that. And it's sad that people don't often believe those women. So for the ones that have had that experience more than one time, it's extremely hard to express that to other people. I mean, honestly, imagine being cool with somebody or knowing somebody or dating somebody who pushes themselves on you. And when you are in the right state of mind to ask them, why did they do that? And they say something on the lines of, oh, we both needed that. Or, well, we were flirting, so, or I just don't see what was wrong with it. Like, a lot of times they don't see anything wrong with their actions, and that's how they continue to want to befriend you or want to be connected to you in some kind of way, and don't understand why you no longer want to be connected to them. Like, there are people out here that really do not see a problem with their actions. And it's like, imagine how many women and the men who have to walk around and carry the burden around with them of what happened to them because no one would believe. And the fact that, so many people do walk around with the burden of knowing what they've experienced and not talking about it because of people who basically encourage rape culture. How do you encourage rape culture? Oh, by making a joke about it. Oh, by saying, oh, if she don't give it to me, I'm going to take it. If he don't do this, because believe it or not, there are women out there that do the same thing to men. So, and the sad part about it for the men is, who honestly really believes a guy when they say it? Like, she took advantage of me. It's the first thing everybody gonna say. Oh, you're strong enough. You could have fought it off. You a man. That's a woman. Like, people really, really do not give any type of consideration to the fact that something like that could really, really genuinely happen even to a man. Yes. And furthermore, it's just disheartening to feel as though even like when doing research and looking at the rape backlogs in all of these different states, when it's thousands upon thousands of cases that have never even been looked at and never even seen the light of day. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the amount of women who have gone through this multiple times. Think about the men who have dealt with this as well. Think about mentally where they must be to feel as though they can't even express themselves about something that really happened to them. And God forbid it happens to you twice or 3 times or 4 times or 5. Like, who's going, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who's going to honestly believe? Who's honestly believing the person who has been in that situation with more than one person or more than one time? Let's get past the idea and the notion also that if you are a victim and it did happen to you, that it's necessarily your fault. Okay? So the person who did it, it's their fault. Let's be clear on that. No matter what outfit you had on, no matter how much you had to drink, no matter how much flirting you did, no matter what you agreed to before you agreed not to do anything, no matter if you had even discussed it before and then you decided that that's not what you wanted to do. Under no circumstances are you responsible for what somebody else did to you. It's their fault, it's their responsibility, and that's not your burden to carry. It doesn't matter what you had on that day. It doesn't matter how much flirting you did. What they did was on them. And last but not least, let's get out of the mindset that because he or she is attractive, they couldn't have done that to somebody, or because he or she is a professional, they couldn't have done it, or he or she is married or has a family or could get anybody they want, that they could not have done anything like that. Those are the types of things that enable those people to keep doing those things to other people because they have an scapegoat. Because who's going to believe that they did such a thing anyway? So let's be open-minded when it comes to hearing people out that may be hurting. Let's be more sensitive to people who express certain things, because you never know who may have even attempted to have a conversation with you about something that happened to them, but because you may have joked around or just been quiet and silent about things, that they don't feel comfortable. So to those who have experienced, if you've gone through it, if you suffered through it, if you still suffering through it and you feel like you have nobody to turn to, as God is my witness, I am here to listen with you, to pray with you, to talk to you, to whatever you need. Because let me tell you, going to bed and waking up with that on your mind year after year after year, day after day after day, month after week after whatever, I'm telling you, it is not anything that you want to carry by yourself. Don't feel like you got to carry it by yourself. When I say I'm here for you, I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I understand and I know where you're coming from, and I would never let you go through that alone. And don't let nobody shame you into, oh, well, you didn't report it to the police. You didn't tell nobody, so it must not have happened like that. That's bullshit. Okay? Don't let nobody do that to you.